as well. Sandeep continues to be live with us on this story. Sandeep, tell us more about the kind of allegations that are now being leveled against Sheezan, not just by the authorities, not just by the parents of Tunisia Sharma, but relatives as well, who are now saying that there is something shady about Sheezan since he is changing his stories time and time again.
See, yes, and for the same reason, in fact, remember, he has deleted the chats with the secret girlfriend, and that is the reason why police want to, in fact, question the secret girlfriend of Sheezan Khan. And in fact, the police is looking out for the answers of did he deleted all those WhatsApp chats with his girlfriend in the past, when was it before Tunisha's suicide, or was it after Tunisha's suicide? So these are some of the questions that needs to be in fact investigated, and for the same reason he will be produced in this very court. This is the Vasai court, and he will be brought out here, and very soon in the afternoon, that what we are learning. And in fact, if you go through with the statement given by the uncle of Tunisia Sharma, he also raises several questions that why did he deleted the chats. And in fact, as far as the allegations are to be believed by the family of Tunisia Sharma, they allege that he was dating multiple women at the same point of time, which was also in fact confirmed by the Valef police. He was dating dozens of women. In 1 year he had dated a lot of women. So that is the reason police wants to investigate, and in fact police will be writing a letter to WhatsApp also in order to extract all the WhatsApp chats details of the accused Sheezan Khan in this case. Although he has been changing his statement multiple times. He says that he broke up due to the age gap. Then he says that as there was a difference in religion, hence he broke up. Apart from that, he also mentions that the family members of Sheezan and Tunisia were against the marriage, and in fact that is the reason that they broke up. But on the other hand, the family members have made allegations that Sheezan is lying, Sheezan is hiding something, and Sheezan intentionally did this with Tunisia, and hence Tunisia committed suicide. But all the WhatsApp chats will be extracted by police, and the WhatsApp chats will be something that will be eye-opening in this case, and that is something what police is looking out for. Once the WhatsApp chats are recovered, this case can come to a conclusion. Remember, it is still mysterious that what happened in the last 15 minutes, what happened in the time when Sheezan and Tunisia were having lunch together. What conversation took place? What went wrong that Tunisia had to take this kind of step? So these are several questions which needs to be answered, and for the same reason.
And that really is the main question, isn't it, Sandeep, when it comes to the investigation into this matter? Because we are looking at various implications towards Sheezan Khan, and of course the authorities also find how that even in the interrogation he has been changing his stories, and that has been reiterated by several others as well. And of course the authorities are now waiting to get a copy of the WhatsApp chat between Sheezan and the secret girlfriend as well, so that there can be further determination as far as what really went on between Tunisia Sharma and Sheezan Khan. For the moment, Sandeep, thank you for joining us on this broadcast. And cutting across now to some breaking updates that we are picking up as far as the Bharat Jodo Yatra is concerned. Now, viewers, we see that K.C. has now written to Amit Shah for drawing his attention to the kind of security lapses that he mentions had been going on in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. In fact, he also says that the police officials were not able to make sure that there was proper security that had been given to Rahul Gandhi in the Bharat Jodo Yatra as well. This is a letter that has been written once again by K.C. to Amit Shah as well. In fact, he has also cited various articles of the Constitution and had stated that as Rahul Gandhi also has rights for protection and security, and that the government should not indulge in vindictive politics and ensure the safety and security of the Congress leaders. Let me also bring in my colleague Samiksha, who's reporting for us on from the Mumbai newsroom. Samiksha, tell us more about the kind of letter that has now been written by KC Venugopal, where he states that there were massive security breaches, and he says that in fact the government should not indulge in vindictive politics and ensure the safety and security of the Congress leader. This is being said by KC Venugopal.
Well, that's right, Priyanka. So that's the claim that's being made by the Congress party, saying that the security of Rahul Gandhi has been breached while he is doing that Bharat Jodo Yatra. In fact, let me just take you through the highlights of this letter that's been written by KC Venugopal to Home Minister Amit Shah, who states that he would want to bring it to his attention that there have been security breaches in the Bharat Jodo Yatra as it entered Delhi on 24th of December, going on to mention that the Delhi police completely failed in controlling the surging crowd and maintaining a perimeter around Rahul Gandhi, who is assigned a Z plus security. Not just this, he even goes on to mention that how the Delhi police remained as mute spectators while there was a security breach and there were people who tried to come near Rahul Gandhi. Not just this, he even goes on to mention that in this regard, there was a complaint that in fact an FI that was registered on 23rd of December at the police station in Haryana regarding unknown miscreants belonging to the Haryana State Intel illegally entering Bharat Jodo Yatra containers in Haryana. So here he mentions how he's alleged that the Delhi police remained as mute spectators. Not just this, he's saying that in the state of Haryana, there were Haryana State Intel people who tried to enter illegally in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. It does not end here. He also goes on, KC Venugopal also goes on to mention that the Congress party's two prime ministers, Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi, sacrificed their lives for the unity and integrity of the country. The Congress entire state leadership of Chhattisgarh was wiped out in a Naxal attack on 25th of May 2013. Moving forward, the Bharat Jodo Yatra is slated to enter the sensitive state of Punjab and J&K in the next phase starting 3rd of January. In this regard, I request you to take cognizance of the matter and Rahul Gandhi being a Z plus protectee and of all the Bharat Yatris and leaders joining the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So here you see not just he's attacked the Delhi police, but also the Haryana State Intel people saying that how they were people who tried to illegally enter the Bharat Jodo Yatra and going on to say that there have been security breach incidents multiple times. Priyanka.
Absolutely, Samiksha. You're breaking down some very important details of this letter that has been accessed by us. And of course, very importantly, what KC Venugopal also says in this letter is these allegations that the government is in fact indulging in vindictive politics by making sure that the security breaches take place in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Thank you, Samiksha, for joining us on the broadcast with those updates. Cutting across now, viewers, to Chennai, where we are getting some visuals of the DYFI members and the students participating in a protest against Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi for not banning online gambling in the state. Now, these are dramatic visuals of protest taking place in Chennai. We are giving you the live visuals of this protest. Let's listen in to understand what's really happening there in Chennai. Let me also bring in my colleague Varshini, who's reporting on this story for us. Varshini, tell us more about these dramatic visuals of the protest that is coming in from Chennai. What really was the protest all about? And also, what really is the status right now? Because we see authorities also intervening in this protest.
Well, if you see, these protests are conducted basically to oppose the Tamil Nadu Governor R.N. Ravi, who's been sitting on the online gambling bill for quite some time now. We know that an online gambling ordinance was first passed by the Tamil Nadu government, which banned the online gambling apps in the state, and which was an effort to put a full stop to all the suicides that kept happening and all the deaths that the people of Tamil Nadu were sinking in. And the governor initially gave a nod to the ordinance, but later when it was passed as a proper bill in the Tamil Nadu State Assembly and it was sent to the governor, he has been sitting upon it and is still not given his approval, which is again and again taking more and more lives every other day in different parts of the state. Therefore, the DYFI people from Chennai are putting up this protest where they had been a violent clash that happened between the police officials and the protesters. The police officials had to stop the protest from happening and to clear out the space. Therefore, this protest was more of a scuffle between the police and the DYFI protesters, and the police are trying to clear out the space for the public to continue with their daily life, since this protest was a hindrance for the traffic, for the people, etc. Therefore, the situation is currently being brought under control by the Chennai City Police. Over to you.
All right, Varshini there getting us the updates as far as these dramatic images from Chennai are concerned of this protest that is underway right now. Varshini, thank you for joining us on the broadcast and bringing us those updates. And slipping into a very short break here now, viewers, getting you updates on the other side of how there are attempts to rebrand that have failed now. Salman Khurshid takes a U-turn, says Rahul walking on path of Lord Ram. And also getting you updates of how it's a mega crackdown on terror in Jammu. 4 terrorists have been gunned down in Sidra area encounter.
Your favorite service provider, Den, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call Den toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels.
Welcome back, viewers. Let's take a look at some news in brief. Former ICICI CEO Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot have been produced before the court. CBI seeks extension of the custody of all the 3 accused. In the Tunisia Sharma death probe, police sources claim that accused Sheezan had a secret girlfriend. However, her statement has not yet been recorded. Home Minister Amit Shah is to hold a meeting regarding the security of Jammu and Kashmir. Apart from BSF, CRPF, DG, top officers will also be present in the meeting. The meeting will be held at 4 p.m. in the North Block. A church was allegedly vandalized by some unknown miscreants in Priyapatna in Mysuru. Various items kept in the church, including the baby Jesus statue, were found damaged. Congress leader Manishankar Iyer makes a shocking statement, says that it is the Sangh Parivar that is responsible for the tukde of the country, whereas the Congress party is trying to fix the country.
नहीं, टी शर्ट की बात ही नहीं, वो तो जूतों की बात भी कहते हैं और दाढ़ी की बात भी कहते हैं। उनके पास और कुछ नहीं है क्या कहने का। फिलहाल तो हम भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में लगे हुए हैं। ये यात्रा खत्म होने के बाद, श्रीनगर पहुंचने के बाद, तब राजनीति का सवाल शुरू होगा और आप देखेंगे कि 2023 के दौरान राजनीतिक गर्मी बढ़ती जाएगी।
BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla hits out at the Congress leader Manishankar Iyer over his Sangh Parivar remarks, says the Manishankar Iyer is trying to undermine the contributions of Sardar Patel. Cutting across to some breaking updates that we are picking up, viewers, as far as Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Doot are concerned, where the CBI custody now has been extended till Thursday, that is December the 29th, for 24 hours. We see that the custody has been given to the CBI. We had seen inside of the courtroom the kind of legal arguments that had been presented by the CBI as far as seeking custody for the trio is concerned. They had stated that they wanted to confront all of the accused with each other as well, which is why it is important to get Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Doot in the custody at the same time so that they can be confronted with each other as well. These are some of the latest details that we are picking up as far as the court hearing of the remand plea by the CBI is also concerned, since the remand was completing today and the CBI had sought for further remand of all of the accused, and now we are seeing that the custody has been extended till December 29th, Thursday, that is till tomorrow. Let me also bring in my colleague Alisha Nair, who was present inside of the courtroom getting us these updates as far as the hearing was concerned. Alisha, tell us more about the kind of legal arguments that had been presented before the court by the CBI as far as wanting the custody of all of the three accused. In fact, you were also telling us updates from inside of the courtroom that the CBI had stated that they want all of the three accused in the custody so that they can be confronted with each other as well.
Well, yes, Priyanka, that was the first point that was pointed out by Central Bureau of Investigation before the court, clearly mentioning that all the three accused, that is Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Doot, has to be confronted with each other with all the new documents and the evidence that has been emerged with the agency. Moreover, there was also the question that was raised by the lawyers, the defense lawyers, asking whether the fact they haven't come up with the new evidence, and even the court has asked the investigation officer what is the further course of action and specifically what is the progress of the case, for which the CBI has clearly mentioned that there are new evidence, there are new documents that has been surfaced, and at this point of time where the investigation is underway, we cannot reveal the details of the investigation, but it is very crucial for all of them, all of three accused who has been arrested, they should be confronted with each other after hearing all the arguments, whether from the CBI or whether from the defense lawyers, where the court has decided that three of the accused, which is Chanda, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Doot, should be sent to CBI custody, where in the order where the court has clearly mentioned that all the three accused has been sent to CBI custody till tomorrow, that is 29 December.
Alisha, it's also important to understand, because the custody that has been extended for Chanda, Deepak and Venugopal is for 24 hours. And since the CBI had mentioned that they will be confronting all of the accused with each other, can we expect that to happen in this one-day custody that has been extended? And what really has been the line of questioning as far as all of these three accused is concerned, Alisha?
Well, Priyanka, CBI has clearly mentioned that they want a custody till tomorrow itself. It's a two-day custody, that today and tomorrow will be the two-day custody is what CBI has seek before the court, specifically for the confrontation of all the three accused. Because the arrest that has been made by Central Bureau of Investigation is on the new evidence and the documents that has been emerged. And even day before yesterday, when Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Doot, because Venugopal Doot was arrested the day before yesterday itself, and they have clearly mentioned that there is an involvement as Venugopal Dutt has been extremely important in this case, as well as he is the beneficiary, because there is a irregularities that has been happened and that has been transpired during the course of investigation. Whether the fact it was 64 crores that was transferred, the fund that was taken from the ICICI bank, but that was diverted to the New Power Renewable, which is owned by Kochhar. So all this information and the evidence and documents that has been emerged, and specifically if it comes to the probe and the court where the hearing that has been commenced, where the CBI has clearly mentioned that we have to confront all of them, because yesterday, day before yesterday, when the court granted them to the CBI custody, but they could not be able to get much time, because CBI along with the accused was present in the court till the end of the day. Moreover, they were also meeting the lawyers and the family members, which actually wasted the time, and they did not get much time for them to interrogate, for which they have seeked 2-day custody that was till tomorrow. And looking at the seriousness of the case, the new evidence that has been transferred, and more importantly, where the CBI has also submitted the case diary of the case, after which a court has sent all the 3 accused to the CBI custody till 29th of December, that is till tomorrow, where all the 3 accused will be confronted with each other. Continuously rolling on this big story. We'll be back after a short break. State.
Well, of course, that was Alisha Nair getting us the updates as far as the legal arguments before the courtroom that had been presented by the CBI, seeking custody for Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Dutt as well. Of course, the CBI had earlier also stated that the trio were not cooperating in the interrogation. And slipping into a very short break here now, viewers, getting you updates on the other side of how co-actors and friends have been summoned. Statements of 18 have been recorded as Tunisia death probe widens.
This is your space.
Play it your way.
With the versatile range of sanitary ware, faucets and tiles by Sarah.
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा करके रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए, और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
Minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, writes a letter to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking immediate action so that a lot of people from Tamil Nadu can be taken for employment in the central government jobs. Employment opportunities should be widened for the Tamil-speaking people, is what his letter reads. He also mentioned that comparatively the Tamil people have more knowledge and skill set according to his letter, which he he says that they are well versed in technical and academic areas as well. He also mentions in his letter that this could be a regional representation as well as Tamil people getting more jobs in Tamil Nadu in central government sector. Therefore, he has written to the Prime Minister to take immediate action so that more opportunities are opened for the Tamil speaking people. This is Vashni Ramu along with camera person Dilip from Chennai for Republic TV.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Mr. Blanc, you're the world's greatest detective, right?
In your words, there has been a murder. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again if it covers their tracks.
Wow!
Well, I'm out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Lock the doors. Stay in your rooms. Everyone is in danger.
Are you calling me dangerous?
Well, we'll see.
समय कभी किसी का इंतजार नहीं करता। देर न कीजिए, यह आपके द्वारा दिया हुआ टैक्स ही है जो आज देश को सुरक्षित और समृद्ध बना रहा है। शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की सुविधाओं को देश के कोने-कोने तक पहुंचा रहा है। करदाता कृपया ध्यान दें, यदि आपने अब तक निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल नहीं की है, तो लेट फीस के साथ 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक आप अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल कर सकते हैं। और यदि आपने निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न ड्यू डेट से पहले फाइल की थी, तो आप अपनी रिवाइज्ड रिटर्न बिना लेट फीस के 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक फाइल कर सकते हैं। याद रखें, निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की टैक्स रिटर्न भरने की अंतिम तिथि है 31 दिसंबर 2022। प्रत्येक आयकरदाता एक राष्ट्र निर्माता।
Good afternoon and thank you for tuning in. You're watching live and breaking at 1 p.m. I'm Suesha Sound. In this edition, our focus is on the Tunisha death case, where 18 people have put forth their statements that have been recorded. Also, WhatsApp chats between Sheezan and Tunisha that are now being scanned by the police. We'll tell you more about it. First, a quick check of the headline. Co-actors and friend summoned. Statements of 18 recorded as the probe in Tunisha death case widens. Police to push for Sheezan remand extension as 4-day custody comes to an end today. Loan fraud case gets bigger. Kochhar's and Videocon co-founder Dhud's custody extended till Thursday.
राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं।
Attempt to rebrand fails. Salman Khurshid now takes a U-turn, says Rahul walking on the path of Ram. It is a mega crackdown on terror in Jammu. 4 terrorists gunned down in Sidra area encounter. And we are first getting your pictures from the Karnataka's, from Karnataka's Bengaluru, where pro-Kannada groups are protesting over Maharashtra resolution. Remember, Chief Minister Bomai has outrightly rejected Maharashtra's resolution, saying that they will take the legal route to fight this. This as the decision that was taken in the Maharashtra Assembly over the villages that are pro-Marathi and lie in the Karnataka border. as is being said by the Maharashtra government, that they will be taken on the Maharashtra side. But this is the latest coming in from Karnataka, where protests are being staged in Bengaluru. These are pro-Kannada groups that are staging a protest over the Maharashtra resolution. This as both states have been told by the top leadership that they must wait for what the Supreme Court has to say on this matter. But what exactly was decided as per the Maharashtra resolution was the very fact that they will take the legal route to fight this. So it was on Tuesday when this decision was passed unanimously by the Maharashtra Assembly, where they had come to the conclusion that the villages that are actually pro-Marathi must be taken on the Maharashtrian side, and this is the decision that is obviously being refuted by Karnataka, where they are willing to take the legal route to fight this. We also have our reporters joining us on the broadcast to give us a sense of the protests that are underway. I believe Prajwal is already with us. Prajwal, these are protests in Bengaluru, and they are raising their voices against the Maharashtra resolution. What are they saying?
Just half an hour ago, we also received a statement from the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, where he's gone on to point out that provocative statements are being given by the KPCC President in Karnataka, DK Shivkumar, and also many BJP MLAs are also going on to give provocative statements, and therefore now they are also towing the line, because the Union Home Minister Amit Shah has clearly gone on to mention that both the parties should remain silent until the matter is settled in the Supreme Court. And meanwhile, the pro-Kannada activists, as soon as this particular statement was issued out by the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister, they came on to the streets near Mysore Bank Circle in Bengaluru and burnt effigies of the Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde as well as the Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis too. And the pro-Kannada activists as well as the organizations are demanding that they will not even concede an inch of land of Karnataka, and they will make sure that no villages are taken away from no villages are taken away from Karnataka. And also they protested against the resolution which was passed in the Maharashtra Assembly, where a resolution was passed stating that they are with the people in the 865 villages and they will go on and take over it. So this is something which has gone on to anger them, and in fact all these pro-Kannada organizations under the organizations Kannada Vakkuta had to come together and they had to protest in Belgavi, but so far we understand that they have not been allowed inside Belgavi, and therefore they have gone on to protest in Bengaluru.
All right, we'll keep a close eye on what exactly is happening on both sides, and especially understanding that the matter is in the top court and both sides really waiting to hear on what the judiciary has to say. We'll leave it at that, Prajwal. For now, we shift our focus to other big stories. And just a short while ago, we told you how Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Dhoot have now been sent into CBI custody again. Their custody has been extended till Thursday. Republic has been able to access the remand copy in the ICICI-Videocon fraud case. My colleagues Alisha and Abhishek will join us shortly to take us through the objective points of the remand copy. But trouble certainly mounting for both the Kochhars and Venugopal Dhoot, who will continue to be questioned by CBI officials. Alisha is joining us live on the broadcast. Alisha, details of what the remand copy states and what lies ahead for both the Kochhars and Venugopal Dhoot.
Well, Special CBI court has already sent Venugopal Dhoot and the Kochhars to the CBI custody till 28th of December, that is till tomorrow. And the remand copy that of the CBI that we have access, I need to read out some of the important points that has been mentioned in the remand copy, which stated that Honorable court should grant 2 days of police custody of accused Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Dhoot up to 28th of December. accused persons are required to be interrogated thoroughly on the voluminous documents involved in this case for proper investigation. The most important point which is being mentioned in this remand copy, which says that accused persons are also required to be further interrogated to unearth criminal conspiracy with other unknown public servant and unknown private person. So this is what has been mentioned in the remand copy of the CBI that was presented before the special CBI court. Moreover, it has also been said that the accused persons are required to be further confronted with each other to ascertain material facts of the case, and the investigation of this case is continuing, and the case is at a very crucial stage, which is why they could not be able to reveal the facts and the investigation progress that has been underway, because that is when the court and as well as the defense lawyers were also been asking with the CBI that you have already granted with the 3 days of custody of all the 3 accused. So what is the progress? Because the remand copy that they have brought is something not new in that. So what is the progress? But CBI has clearly mentioned there are the new evidence and the documents that has been emerged, and the case is at very crucial stage. But what we read in the remand copy is also very important, because here the CBI is clearly mentioning that all the custody of all the 3 accused are required to unearth the criminal conspiracy with the private person as well as the person who is being in the in a very important position, is what has been mentioned. So we'll see what will be the further investigation, because CBI court, special CBI court has already remanded, has extended the custody, all the 3 accused custody to the CBI till tomorrow. So this means the CBI has 2 days to confront all the 3 accused with all the 3 confront with each other. Moreover, there are the more documents and evidences that has come forward before the CBI, before the agency, for which the documents will also be confronted, and they are going to be confronted with all the documents and the evidence that has been emerged, and that will be day after tomorrow, where all the 3 accused will again be produced, and there could be some of the new revelation that is also likely to become before the court.
Absolutely, Alicia. Very important development there, because like you said, that the 3 will be confronted in presence of each other, and whatever are the evidences that the CBI has gathered until now, important to really corroborate the statements that come in from all 3, and that exactly is the reason of the extension in custody till Thursday. We wait and watch what happens further. Also, the very fact of the line of questioning, I beg your pardon, that will be taken by the CBI. Alicia, for the moment, thank you for joining us with all these details.
देखिए, जो पुलिस बता रही है, अगर उसकी माने तो पुलिस की तरफ से जो है एक वाहन की गतिविधि देखी गई। ट्रक्स की मूवमेंट जो है दोपहर बाद होती है, लेकिन सुबह जो है 4 बजे के करीब यहाँ से एक ट्रक यहाँ से निकल रहा था, जिसके बाद पुलिस को शक हुआ, उस ट्रक को रोका गया, जिसके बाद आतंकी जो हैं वो यहाँ से भागने में सफल हुए। आप देखिए यहाँ पर सरजीवन, अगर आपको दिखा पाएँ तो गोलियाँ जो हैं, ये आप कुछ जो शेल्स हैं वो यहाँ पर दिख जाएंगे कि किस तरह से ये शेल्स का एक पूरा इलाके में शेल्स पड़े हुए हैं। लगातार जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस, भारतीय सेना की एक पैरा और उसके साथ साथ सीआरपीएफ का जो ऑपरेशन था, ये इसका हिस्सा थी। भारतीय सेना की एक पैरा की तरफ से इस ऑपरेशन को अंजाम दिया गया है, जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस की तरफ से साथ में इसका हिस्सा, और इस पूरे ऑपरेशन में स्पेशल फोर्सेस का काफ़ी इस्तेमाल जो है वो किया गया। 1 पैरा जो कि भारतीय सेना की है वो इस ऑपरेशन का हिस्सा थी। अब सुरक्षा बल ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जल्द से जल्द उस ग्राउंड ज़ीरो पे वहाँ से सर्चिस की जाए, और कोशिश ये है कि जल्द से जल्द आतंकियों के शव बरामद किए जाएं। 3 की पुष्टि जो है वो सुरक्षा बलों के सूत्रों की तरफ से की गई है। वहीं नंबर की अगर बात की जाए तो अगर बाकी बात की जाए तो लगातार अब सुरक्षा बल ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि हथियारों का बड़ा ज़खीरा क्योंकि इन आतंकियों के पास मौजूद था, तो हथियारों की बरामदगी भी की जाए। लगातार आप देखिए एक बार फिर से यहाँ पे फायरिंग जो है वो यहाँ पर शुरू हो गई है। सुरक्षा बल ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि आतंकियों को यहाँ से जल्द मार गिराया जाए। आप देखिए यहाँ से सरजीवन से कहूँगा कि दिखाते रहे विजुअल्स की उस तरफ। दोबारा एक बार फिर से फायरिंग हुई है, यानी कि ये माना जा सकता है कि जो क्लियरेंस ऑपरेशन किया जा रहा है उसमें सुरक्षा बल अब फायरिंग करके ये सुनिश्चित करना चाहते हैं कि जो आतंकी इस ट्रक के अंदर थे वो मार गिराए गए हैं। जैश ए मोहम्मद आतंकी संगठन का ये जो ग्रुप है वो हो सकता है, क्योंकि पिछले अगर 4 वाक़यों की बात की जाए जो एनकाउंटर जम्मू में हुए हैं, चाहे वो रियासी ज़िले में हुआ हो या फिर बन टोल प्लाजा पे 2 हम आतंकी जो एनकाउंटर में मारे गए,
And getting your details in the Tunisha death case now, where the Valley Police has informed that they will record the statement of the accused, Sheezan's mother, in connection with the death case of TV actor Tunisia Sharma. I want to cut across to my colleague Sandeep, who's tracking all the details on the ground. Sandeep, so far as Tunisha's mother's version is concerned, we know where she stands. But what exactly will Sheezan's mother say is important. Also, how much of what the relationship between Sheezan and Tunisha was the family aware? And did they also have details? Would they speak to Tunisha? Is extremely important because we understand that Sheezan's family was present for the last rites of Tunisha yesterday.
Yes, the Tunisha's relationship with Sheezan Khan, the family of Sheezan Khan was very much well aware of this fact that both were in relationship, and in fact Tunisha used to often visit Sheezan's residence as well. Tunisha used to meet his sister, mother as well. So everyone in family members in Sheezan's family were in fact very well aware of the relationship that both were sharing. Now, Suesha, one of the important point out here is that when on 16th of December, when she got an anxiety attack, at that same point of time, she was taken to a hospital, and in fact, the doctor there said, called her mother, Tunisha's mother, and he informed her that Tunisha is in huge pain. She is in mental depression, and she needs someone. And what we were informed by our sources is that yes, she had in fact got the anxiety attack. And in the complaint letter, it mentions that Tunisha's mother also called the mother of Sheezan Khan and informed her also that there are a lot of things happening in the life of Tunisha, and Sheezan's breakup with Tunisha has,
Sandeep, I'm really sorry I'm having to interrupt you here, but Tunisha's uncle is now with us on the phone line. Let's quickly hear from him, after which I come back to you. Stay on with us, Sandeep. Very good afternoon. Thank you for speaking to Republic. Firstly, I want to understand from you, where does the family stand over what has happened? What is your sense collectively as a family to what caused Tunisha to commit suicide?
मैं अभी तक तो हमें सब बीच में नहीं है, इससे ज्यादा तो मैं इस पे कुछ भी नहीं कह सकता हूँ। फैमिली अपने आप में नहीं है, कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या करें क्या नहीं। छोटी सी बच्ची थी और 4 जनवरी को उसका बर्थडे था, इसके लिए बहुत एक्साइटेड थी वो, तो सब कुछ ही बस वो उसके साथ ही चला गया वो तो।
रियली सॉरी कि आपके परिवार को ये सब गो थ्रू करना पड़ रहा है, पर अभी जब इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रही है और लेटेस्ट लीड्स हमें यही मिली है कि व्हाट्सएप चैट्स शीज़ान और तुनिशा के बीच पुलिस देख रही है जानने के लिए कि ब्रेकअप का रीजन क्या था। जब आप भी परिवार से बात करते हैं, क्या आप लोग पुलिस की मदद कर रहे हैं इन्वेस्टिगेशन में, उनको बताने के लिए कि तुनिशा किन किन से क्लोज थी, किन किन से अपनी जिंदगी की डिटेल्स शेयर करती थी या इस रिलेशनशिप की डिटेल्स उसने शेयर की है?
जी, जो भी हमारे पास इंफॉर्मेशन है हम सारा कुछ जब भी हमें कॉल आती है तो हम उनको बताते हैं मैम। और पुलिस भी अपना काम अच्छे से कर रही है, हमें कोई शिकायत नहीं है। वो जो भी उनका रोल है वो अच्छी तरह से अदा कर रहे हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। हमें उनसे कोई कंप्लेंट नहीं है। पुलिस जो भी कर रही है वो अपने हिसाब से करे, हमें उनके ऊपर पूरा विश्वास है।
जी, मेरे कॉलीग संदीप भी आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं। संदीप, गो अहेड प्लीज।
जी बताइए।
जी आप बोलिए।
संजीव जी, मैं संदीप सिंह बात कर रहा हूँ। मेरी आपसे मुलाकात हुई थी। मैं आपसे ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि क्या तुनिशा और शीज़ान के संबंध में जो एंजाइटी अटैक आया था तुनिशा को 16 तारीख को, तो क्या इसको लेकर के तुनिशा की माता जी ने शीज़ान की माता को इन्फॉर्म किया था कि ये क्या चल रहा है उनके जीवन में? क्योंकि जो कंप्लेन लेटर जो हमारे हाथ आया है उसमें अच्छा, तो उनके परिवार को ये बात पता थी कि शीज़ान के वजह से उसे एंजाइटी अटैक आया था? क्योंकि जो कंप्लेन लेटर लिखा है जो हमारे हाथ आया है उसमें ये साफ साफ लिखा है कि डॉक्टर ने आपको बताया था कि उसकी मानसिक स्थिति कितनी बुरी है, वो कितनी परेशान है।
नहीं, उसमें डॉक्टर को जो उस दिन पैनिक अटैक वाले दिन जो उसने स्टेटमेंट दिया है, जो उसने उसकी अपनी मम्मा को बोला है, अपने डॉक्टर को बोला है और अपने मामा को जो है उनको बोला है, उन्होंने यही 3 चीजें बोली हैं। मम्मा मेरे को यूज किया है शेजान ने, मम्मा मेरे साथ इसने धोखा किया है मम्मा, और ये ऐसे कैसे कर सकता है मम्मा। उसने ये 3 चीजें डॉक्टर को भी बोली हैं, अपनी मम्मा को भी बोली हैं। और उस दिन मोर ओवर अगर ये शेजान की माताजी और उसकी सिस्टर ये इस चीज को डिनाई करते हैं कि हमें नहीं पता, तो ये आप प्रूव करवा लीजिए। ये उस दिन हॉस्पिटल में तुनिशा को देखने के लिए भी आए हैं और उन्होंने कहा है कि कोई बात नहीं, हम बेटा समझाते हैं उसको। ये बातें हुई हैं सर, क्योंकि मैं तो उस टाइम प्रेजेंट नहीं था, लेकिन जो भी अभी उनकी माताजी से बात हो रही है तो हमें बता रही हैं ये सारी चीजें। तो उनकी नॉलेज में था, उसकी सारी फैमिली की नॉलेज में था। जी जी।
शीजान का बिहेवियर कैसा था तुनिशा की तरफ? क्योंकि शीजान जानती थी कि तुनिशा ब्रेकअप से अपसेट थी, वो बात कर रही थी उनसे।
जी जी, हमें तो सुनने में ये भी आया कि उसका कई ऐसी लड़कियों के साथ में कुछ ऐसा चल रहा था कि तुनिशा ने कुछ उसका ऐसा फोन पे कुछ चैट पढ़ लिया था जो उसको मंजूर नहीं था और उसीलिए उसका ये ब्रेकअप का कारण बना है, यही कारण बना है।
और ये सब उन्होंने अपनी मम्मी को बताया था?
जी 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 जी, मम्मी ने उस दिन उसके अगले दिन शेजान से भी बात की है कि शेजान अगर आप एक दूसरे को लाइक करते हो, अगर आपको कुछ डिसीजन नहीं लेना था लाइफ का, तो आप तुनिशा को इतनी आगे क्यों लेके गए हो। और वो पता नहीं अब पुलिस के सामने वो क्यों रोज बयान बदल रहा है। कभी वो धर्म के प्रति कर रहा है कि हमारा धर्म अलग अलग है, कभी वो दिल्ली वाले केस को लेकर चल रहा है, कभी वो एज फैक्टर को बना के जा रहा है। उसको खुद ही नहीं समझ आ रहा है, क्योंकि वो सब झूठ बोल रहा है,
कल शीजान का परिवार भी मौजूद था फाइनल राइट्स के समय पर।
नहीं
क्या
मुझे नहीं
बातचीत हुई
पता,
आपकी
हमें
उनसे?
नहीं पता मैम। नहीं, हमारे से कोई भी नहीं मिला उनके परिवार से आके। बाकी अगर वो कहीं आए हैं, हमसे उनके परिवार की किसी भी मेंबर से मुलाकात नहीं हुई है, किसी भी मेंबर से मुलाकात नहीं हुई। ना वो सामने से हमारे सामने आए हैं और ना उन्होंने कोई हमारे प्रति उसके प्रति
ये
शोक
सवाल
व्यक्त
है
किया। जी
जी, मेरा आपसे ये सवाल है संजीव जी, वो बार बार ये कह रहा था कि मेरे परिवार वाले और उसके परिवार वाले दोनों ही खिलाफ थे शादी के, दोनों ही इस रिलेशनशिप के खिलाफ थे। तो एक प्रकार का आरोप भी लगा दिया है आप लोगों के ऊपर, तो आप इसको सही मानते हैं?
नहीं, ये सिर्फ सरासर गलत है। आप ये उसका स्क्वाड बॉय है तुनिशा का, आप उसके बयान ले सकते हैं, उससे पूछ सकते हैं, आपको सच्चाई सामने आ जाएगी कि कोई भी उनका जो फैमिली फंक्शन होता था उसमें वो तुनिशा को खुद से बुलाते थे, अपने आप से बुलाते थे और तुनिशा को वो यूज करते थे। ये उसको महंगे महंगे गिफ्ट देती थी जाके, जिसके लिए उसने 1-2 बार घर में झूठ भी बोला है, जो हमें अभी हमें पता लगा है, जो हमारी नॉलेज में अभी आया है। तो इसमें वो खिलाफ होते तो इस चीज में उसको क्यों अपने घर बुलाते थे उसको, तुनिशा को। अगर उसकी मम्मा का बर्थडे होता है या उसकी सिस्टर का बर्थडे होता है तो तुनिशा को क्यों लेके जाते हैं, अगर ऐसी बात थी।
All right. Sanjeev Kaushal, thank you so much for speaking to Republic this afternoon. We understand it is a time of grief for the family and not easy to deal with the very fact that Tunisha is gone, but the investigation that continues. Sandeep also with us on the broadcast. Sandeep is tracking all that is happening as far as the investigation is concerned, but most importantly, the WhatsApp chats between Sheezan and Tunisha are now under the scanner, amounting to almost 250 to 300 pages that are now being seen by the police to know the reason for the breakup between the two and what really was transpiring between the two during this time. And a quick check of the other big stories we are tracking for you this afternoon. Former ICICI CEO Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot were produced in the court. CBI sought an extension of custody for all the three, which has been granted until Thursday. In the Tunisia death case, Wali police has recorded Sheezan's 7 hours of interrogation on camera. and is now seeking 4 days of police custody for further investigation. Bali police is investigating the chats between Tunisha and Sheezan. The chat is of 250 to 300 pages. In this chat, the police is looking for the reason for breakup between the two. The WhatsApp chat with a girl who is allegedly the secret girlfriend of Sheezan that has been deleted by Sheezan is what the police is suspecting. The Bali police will also write a letter to WhatsApp to retrieve those chats as well. Accused Sheezan Khan seems to be changing tales during the police investigation. He's stating that career was the reason for the breakup. Earlier, he had said that it was the difference in religions that also led him to call it off with Tunisha. After equating Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram, Congress leader Salman Khurshid is now trying to justify his statement, saying that what he meant was that Rahul Gandhi is walking on the path of Lord Ram, taking a complete U-turn from what he originally said.
नहीं, राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं और हम राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं। वो ये कह रहे हैं कि आपको चलने का अधिकार नहीं है, सिर्फ हम ही चलेंगे, और वो अगर राम के रास्ते पे चलते तो हमें कोई आपत्ति ना होती। वो भगवान राम के रास्ते पे नहीं चल रहे हैं, रावण के रास्ते पे चल रहे हैं, इसलिए हमें आपत्ति है।
Republic confronted Congress leader Salman Khurshid, who equated Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram. Watch as he walks away from Republic cameras when asked on the same. Congress leader Manishankar Ayyar made a shocking statement. He said that it is the Sangh Parivar that is responsible for tukde of the country, whereas the Congress party is trying to fix the damage of what the BJP has done.
नहीं, टी शर्ट की बात ही नहीं, वो तो जूतों की बात भी कहते हैं और दाढ़ी की बात भी कहते हैं। उनके पास और कुछ नहीं है क्या कहने का। कि फिलहाल तो हम भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में लगे हुए हैं। ये यात्रा ख़त्म होने के बाद, श्रीनगर पहुंचने के बाद, तब राजनीति का सवाल शुरू होगा और आप देखेंगे कि 2023 के दौरान राजनीतिक गर्मी बढ़ती जाएगी।
A day after JP Nadda said that Rahul's great-grandfather was instrumental in bringing Article 370, giving special provisions to Jammu and Kashmir, Congress hit back, blaming Sardar Patel and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee for Article 370.
Inke Parnana, great-grandfather, he was the person who was instrumental in bringing Article 370, which gave special provision to Jammu Kashmir, which gave the permission that a law will be passed in Indian Parliament that cannot be implemented in Jammu Kashmir so long as the Vidhan Sabha of Jammu Kashmir gives its assent. But it was Narendra Modi who abrogated Article 370, and now whatever law is being passed is being followed by people of Jammu Kashmir. So you are the representative of Bharat Todo and we are the representative of Bharat Jodo. I was told I would not like to take the name of the person, but one person who talks about Tamil nation, he was moving around with Rahul Gandhi.
We're stepping into a very short commercial break. On the other side, we are getting you details of the loan fraud case that is certainly getting bigger as the Kochhars and Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot are now in further custody of the CBI. That has been extended till Thursday. Also, it's a mega crackdown on terror in Jammu, where 4 terrorists were gunned down in the Sidra area in an encounter.
your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call 10 toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amritkal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Yeah, Ajay, look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes, if we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jeevan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow. But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jeevan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC.
LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
खुर्शीद साहब, नई कंट्रोवर्सी है भगवान राम से कंपेयर करने के लिए. खुर्शीद साहब, जवाब तो देखिए, ये जनता जवाब मांगते हैं. खुर्शीद साहब,
मैं आपसे जवाब मांगता हूँ.
सर उस पे आप
साइलेंस. थैंक यू. मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला.
सिर्फ आपसे
नहीं पूछ.
आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
कुछ
क्या
नहीं.
आप भगवान राम से कंपेयर
मैं कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ. मैं कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ. आप जो चाहें, आप जो चाहें.
आपने कहा कि आप जस्टिफाई.
नहीं. मैं किसी को जस्टिफाई नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मैंने कुछ कहा तो आप जस्टिफाई करिए.
You're watching live and breaking at 1:30. I'm Suesha Sound. We get you all the details of the investigation in the Tunisha death case. Also trouble mounting for the Kochhars and Venugopal Dhoot as their custody has been extended until next Thursday. And the CBI will be questioning them together. That and much more in this edition. First, a quick check of the headlines we're tracking. Court extends CBI custody of former ICICI MD Chanda Kochhar, her husband and Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot till tomorrow. Speaking to the public, Tunisha's uncle made a big claim. He said that Tunisha read chats that led to breakup. Fresh protests in disputed areas as Maharashtra-Karnataka border issue escalates. In Assam, CAG flags large-scale anomalies in the NRC report. Congress's motor mouth Manishankar Iyer targets RSS, says Sangh Parivar divided India into tukre-tukre on the basis of religion. And we first get you these latest pictures coming in from China where bodies are piling up. They've not been able to cremate those bodies because of the lack of funeral spaces. This comes after Centre's COVID panel said that 4 virus variants are causing the surge in China. 4 virus variants that are causing the surge in China. And remember, India has stepped up its fight against COVID as the latest cases that have now emerged, details have gone in for genome sequencing. Meanwhile, this trouble really escalating in China with regards to not being able to contain COVID. So much so that they've even stopped publishing the numbers. They're not putting out what the real picture is. It is a cover-up completely. Dead bodies are piling up. The bodies are kept on the floor. The bodies are wrapped. Hundreds of unattended bodies that are in China because China is overburdened with COVID deaths. These dead bodies are just piling up on hospital floors. And the pictures are telling it all. The situation absolutely out of control in China, where they've blacked out the COVID data. They're attempting another cover-up, exactly what they were doing in 2019. Details actually that are being reported of how 3.7 million COVID cases are being reported in a day in China. Samiksha is now joining us live from the Mumbai newsroom. Samiksha, I want to get details from you on the 4 variants that are causing the surge in China, which the government is now putting out details of. Needless to say, what is happening in China is complete mayhem. It's out of control, and they're not being able to contain it. Samiksha?
In fact, to take you through the latest what is happening in China, we're given to understand that here on China would be publishing the COVID data only once a month. This, of course, after we got the news of how China has stopped publishing the daily COVID data. Now, just to talk a little more about the background, what has been happening in China, a matter of great concern. The cases, of course, have been surging. We've been getting those dramatic visuals as well of the bodies piling up at the mortuaries, at the hospitals, the medical infra, which is, of course, in shambles, as is evident from those visuals also that we've been getting. We've also given to understand that China has kept case numbers low for 2 years with the zero COVID strategy that isolated cities and even confined millions of people to their homes. And now, as the situation that unfolds in China, we see how these people are seen running pillar to post to get the basic medical facility in these hospitals. So, of course, situation definitely alarming in China. Suresha.
Samiksha, I also want to get more details from you on the 4 virus variants that the center's COVID panel, I beg your pardon, is now asking us to beware. What are these 4 virus variants? Are they in the lineage of Omicron? And even of the cases that have been detected positive in India, which have been sent in for genome sequencing, what are the variants that India is looking out for which caused this in China?
Well, one of the 4 variants which is, of course, sparked quite an alarm in the country is the sub-variant of Omicron, Suresha. And that is something that the center as well as and the states are working in tandem to control the spread of that sub-variant of Omicron. And just to tell you a little more about the sub-variant of Omicron as well, which is said to be highly transmissible, highly infectious. So yes, that is one of those 4 variants which is being seen in China. In fact, not just this, remember we've been getting those reports as well of reports coming in from several of these states where some of these cases have been sent for genome sequencing. There is a suspicion that one of those, that some of these cases could be that of the sub-variant of Omicron, Suresha. So as of now, one of those 4 variants that is a cause of worry is that sub-variant of Omicron, which has been detected in India.
All right, Samiksha, many thanks for getting us those details. But the situation really bad in China, where they're clearly trying to hide the data and saying that they will publish the data only once a month. It is a cover-up of what they had attempted in 2019, where so many bodies are piled up on the hospital floors in China, which they are not being able to take to the funeral places because the hospitals and all the funeral places are so overburdened. Meanwhile, 4 variants that the centre's COVID panel is saying is what India needs to look out for. Keeping a close eye on it, we move on.
Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, writes a letter to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi seeking immediate action so that a lot of people from Tamil Nadu can be taken for employment in the central government jobs. Employment opportunities should be widened for the Tamil-speaking people, is what his letter reads. He also mentioned that comparatively the Tamil people have more knowledge and skill set according to his letter, which he says that they are well versed in technical and academic areas as well. He also mentions in his letter that this could be a regional representation as well as Tamil people getting more jobs in Tamil Nadu in central government sector. Therefore, he has written to the Prime Minister to take immediate action so that more opportunities are opened for the Tamil speaking people. This is Vashni Ramu along with camera person Dilip from Chennai for Republic TV.
And on to international updates. Serbia has added more roadblocks in northern Kosovo and defied international demands to remove those placed earlier. The new barriers made of heavily loaded trucks were put up in Mitrovica. President Gabriel Boric visits a facility in Santiago that was destroying weapons which had been seized by the police. Authorities said that the amount of weapons which were being destroyed was 28% higher than the number last year. Officials assessed a situation of water damage at the Ohio State House after a pipe burst resulted in water flooding the Senate's chamber. Several roads in Seattle's South Park neighborhood were flooded due to heavy rainfall. Officials have warned the public to not drive around barricades blocking flooded roads. Residents in Salinas, California are dealing with significant flooding due to the Santa Rita Creek overflowing its banks. County officials have provided sandbags to nearby residents in an effort to prevent further damage. North Korea's ruling party meeting with leader Kim Jong-un continued for a second day. Kim's report at the meeting set forth new key goals for bolstering up self-reliant defense capability. Southwest Airlines cancelled thousands of flights again in the aftermath of the massive winter storm. A day after most US airlines had recovered from the storm, Southwest called off about 2,600 more flights on the East Coast. The Kurdish security forces started to implement strict security measures in Raqqa after a deadly attack on the city. The measures included imposing a full curfew and carrying out a combing operation in the surrounding neighborhoods. The co-leader of a plot to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer has been sentenced to 16 years in prison. Adam Fox's sentence is the longest of anyone convicted in the plot so far. Rescuers used kayaks to reach the pilot of an airplane that crashed into an icy creek near Maryland Airport. Rescue officers rushed to the spot and saved the pilot, who was about to sink due to ice creeks. All right, we are just cutting across to these latest pictures coming in from outside the court, where Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhutt is now being taken. Remember, CBI custody for him has been extended until Thursday, and the same stands for the Kochhar, that is Chanda Kochhar and Deepak Kochhar. Now, the aim of the CBI is to question all of them together with regards to certain evidences that the CBI has with itself, and to really corroborate statements coming in from all the three. This as they have been denying the charges of criminal conspiracy so far, and of any benefits that the Kochhars might have received in light of the loan that was granted by ICICI Bank at that time when Chanda Kochhar was leading the bank to Videocon Group. So those are the pictures coming in from outside the court of Venugopal Dhoot being taken as the CBI will continue to question him until Thursday. And this primarily will not be isolated. This essentially will be with the Kochhars. You would remember how Venugopal Dhoot was arrested on Monday. This after details that were also given by the Kochhars, Chanda Kochhar and Deepak Kochhar. Charges of criminal conspiracy against Chanda Kochhar for how she misused her official position when she was leading the ICICI Bank, and this was such that her husband Deepak Kochhar and the family received benefits from the Videocon Group after 64 crore rupees were invested in Deepak Kochhar's firm. Aishwarya Kapoor is now with us on the phone line. Aishwarya, Venugopal Dhoot being taken, he'll be questioned along with the Kochhars until Thursday. What exactly is the plan of the CBI officials and the line of questioning that will now be taken in the wake of the fact that statements from all three need to be corroborated?
All right, Suresha, so we're getting pictures of Venugopal Dhoot at the court, and remember, hearings took place just a while back. Alicia was reporting from inside the court, and the court has in fact granted all three accused custody to the CBI till Thursday. Now remember, this is Wednesday we are talking about, which means till tomorrow, another 24 hours the agency gets. Remember, this is the third time that the custodial interrogation request of the CBI has been accepted. The first one was 3 days, then 2 days, and now again for a day. Essentially, the CBI argument in the court was they did not get enough time to confront both the sides with whatever information they have in the presence of each other, in the sense that confronting the two sides, the Dhoot side and the Kochhar side, making them sitting in front of each other, and whatever facts have been shared by Dhoot based on which the arrest of Kochhar was carried out, whether the Kochhars agree, contradict, disagree with whatever information is there. So the court, in fact, questioning the CBI for what they have done over the last 5 days, and now granting one more day of custodial questioning to the CBI of the accused. This is, of course, in connection with the ICICI Bank Videocon case, in which the bank is accused of giving money, which ultimately turned into a non-performing asset, and of course, for sanction of those loans which were misappropriated, the Kochhars got kickbacks in the nature of about 64 crore rupees transferred to Chanda Kochhar's husband Deepak Kochhar's company, New Power and New Power Renewables, and then a transfer of a flat which was worth about 5 crore rupees for just 11 lakhs to a trust run by Deepak Kochhar. These are the charges. Remember, this is the case is going on for a while. Preliminary inquiry launched sometime in 2017-18. The case officially registered in 2019 and subsequently went into cold storage. But we saw how in November, based on more information, Venugopal Dhoot was questioned, and that has really led to the present flurry of activity in which the CBI has gone ahead and arrested the Kochhars. Chanda Kochhar, of course, was the MD of the ICICI Bank at that time, and was sitting on the committee when 6 of those loans in different tranches were released. And that's essentially the charge: misappropriation of funds, criminal breach of trust, cheating, and those can be some serious charges. Remember, this is part of the larger design or decision of the government to really go after corporate corruption as well, and hence CBI and, of course, parallelly Enforcement Directorate investigating this case. The Republic, in fact, has accessed the remand copy, and according to which the CBI has said that the accused, despite being arrested, have not cooperated much, and that's why they need to be confronted with some more documents. They are required to be interrogated thoroughly on the voluminous documents, and that's why more time was needed. And also, the accused persons are required to be further interrogated to unearth the criminal conspiracy with the other unknown public servants and unknown private persons. Now that's the key, and that's going to be significant. Whereas the CBI believes that it does not, the buck does not really end at Chanda Kochhar. There were people behind her, because remember, 3,000 crores worth of money was turned into, or a substantial part of it was turned into non-performing assets and then subsequently written off. So whether somebody else also, either a public servant or a private individual, shared in that pile of corruption, that's something for which CBI wants this confronting and custodial interrogation between Kochhar and Dood, and that's the court granting it for one more day.
Absolutely, Abhishek, and this is exactly what the remand copy also states, that all three of them need to be questioned together. According to the CBI, also the very fact that other public servants were also involved in this scam, and what exactly were the roles played by all three is now going to be looked at in detail by the agency. We leave it at that, Abhishek. For the moment, thank you for joining us. We're slipping into a very short commercial break. Also on the other side, we'll get you details as in Assam. The AG has flagged large-scale anomalies in the NRC report. Also, Congress's motor mouth Mani Shankar Iyer has targeted RSS, saying Sangh Parivar divided India into tukre-tukre on the basis of religion.
This is your space.
Play it your way.
With the versatile range of sanitary ware, faucets and tiles by Sarah.
एक दिन मैं सोते-सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ। पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने। वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है। मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं। जैसे हैवेल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं। ना आग पकड़े, ना जहरीली गैस छोड़े। वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर।
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो। एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा-थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
ये वो ट्रक है जिसमें आतंकी बैठे हुए थे, आतंकी शामिल थे और यहीं से आतंकियों ने कोशिश की घुसपैठ करने की। लगातार आप यहाँ से विजुअल्स दिखा रहे हैं, यही वो ट्रक है। मैं सरजीवन से कहूँगा कि सरजीवन अगर इस तरफ से दिखा पाएँ, यहाँ से अगर सरजीवन आपको दिखा पाएँ तो यहाँ से क्लियर विजुअल्स जो हैं वो यहाँ पे मिल जाएंगे। मैं सरजीवन से कहूँगा कि इस तरफ से आके अगर विजुअल्स यहाँ पे सरजीवन आपको ये देखिए, ये यहाँ से सामने विजुअल्स जो हैं वो सरजीवन आपको दिखा रहे हैं। ये वो ट्रक है जिसको कि आग के हवाले जो है वो यहाँ से हो गया है। इसी ट्रक में आतंकी बैठे थे। जो घास है, सूखी घास, वो इस ट्रक में लोडेड थी और यहीं पर वो स्पॉट है जहाँ आतंकियों और सुरक्षा बलों के बीच एनकाउंटर हुआ, जिसके बाद आतंकियों को 3 आतंकियों की संख्या, नंबर बढ़ भी सकता है, वो मार गिराए गए हैं और ऑपरेशन लगातार यहाँ पे जारी है। देखिए, फायर एंड इमरजेंसी सर्विस की गाड़ी जो है वो यहाँ पर इस वक्त पहुँच गई है और कोशिश ये की जा रही है कि जब एक बार जी देखिए लगातार सरजीवन आपको यहाँ से विजुअल्स दिखा रहे हैं। ये वही ट्रक है जिस पे आतंकी सवार थे और लगातार आतंकी जो हैं इसी ट्रक का सहारा लेकर आगे की तरफ जाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे। सुबह तकरीबन 7 सवा 7 बजे जो है आतंकियों के साथ मुठभेड़ हुई, जिसमें 3 आतंकियों की संख्या बताई जा रही है। संख्या ज़्यादा भी हो सकती है ये कहा जा रहा है। तमाम आला अधिकारी आप देखिए इस वक्त मौके पर मौजूद हैं। वरिष्ठ अधिकारी चाहे वो जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस के हों, भारतीय सेना के हों, वो इस वक्त यहाँ पर इस ऑपरेशंस में पूरी अब क्लियरेंस की जा रही है। कितने आतंकी थे, आखिरकार क्या किया गया आतंकियों द्वारा, ये बात जो है वो अब सुरक्षा बल यहाँ पर जानने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं कि आखिरकार आतंक के इस बड़े प्लान को किस तरह से सुरक्षा बलों ने विफल किया है। क्यों
Coming into a short break, on the other side, getting you details as the court has extended CBI custody for former ICICI MD Chanda Kochhar and her husband, also Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot, until tomorrow.
Tonight, a murder will be committed. If anyone can name the killer, that person wins our game.
This is truly delightful.
Holy
There has been a murder. For one person, this is not a game. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again.
You must be really great at clues.
I'm very bad at dumb things.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
ये सामने फ्यूल पंप है, वहां से ले लो।
जी सर फ्यूल तो पिछले पंप में भी मिल जाता, इंडियन ऑयल में ऐसा क्या है?
कुछ है स्पेशल, खुद ही देख लेना।
स्पेशल?
अरे इंडियन ऑयल की तो बात ही कुछ और है।
जरा देखिए, फ्यूल तो बराबर डाल रहे हैं ना।
अरे यहाँ कंप्लीट ऑटोमेशन है, मतलब प्योर और पूरा दोनों ही। इन सेंट्रली मॉनिटर्ड मशीन्स की एक एक रीडिंग का हिसाब है यहाँ पर। क्या हुआ?
सर बिल।
हाँ बिल हो गया।
वाह सर।
क्या है ना, इंडियन ऑयल की बात ही कुछ और है। इंडियन ऑयल, पहले इंडियन फिर ऑयल।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
Thank you for staying with the Republic, and we are cutting across to breaking news coming in. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy met with Prime Minister Modi in the national capital. We are trying to get details of what exactly was discussed between the two leaders, but clearly a very cordial meet between the two leaders. Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy met with Prime Minister Modi in the national capital. And those are the first pictures that are coming in on Republic of the meeting between the Andhra Chief Minister and Prime Minister Narendra Modi that took place in the national capital. We are trying to gather more details of what exactly was discussed in this meet. Executive Editor Politics Aishwarya Kapoor will join us shortly, but for the moment we have to slip into a short commercial break. A quick check of the big stories we are tracking. While speaking to Republic, Tunisha's uncle made a big claim. He said that Tunisha had actually read the chats of Sheezan with another girl is what led to the breakup. Also in Assam, CAG flagged large-scale anomalies in the NRC report.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Your favorite service provider, Den, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call Den toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ. मैच का आखिरी बॉल, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का.
छक्का नहीं, टूटा. आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MYK लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव. फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल ना टूटेगा ना छूटेगा.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching Live and Breaking on Republic TV with me, Ankit Prasad. It's mid-afternoon this Wednesday. We're tracking a number of stories, namely the Tunisia Sharma death case mystery, the fact that Jagan Mohan Reddy, the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, is meeting Prime Minister in the national capital, the arrest of the Kochhars and Venugopal Dhoot in the Videocon ICICI loan fraud case has taken a fresh turn. They've been remanded. We'll get you all that and more on this bulletin. Let's start off with the headlines. Court extends the CBI custody of former ICICI MD Chanda Kochhar, her husband Deepak Kochhar, and Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot till Thursday. Speaking to Republic, Tunisia Sharma's uncle makes a big claim, says Tunisha read chats of Sheezan that led to the breakup. Education Minister announces that the corrected version of Indian history will be taught from January the 26th. Fresh protests in disputed areas as the Maharashtra-Karnataka border issue escalates. In Assam, the Comptroller and Auditor General CAG flags large-scale anomalies in the NRC report. Over 19 lakh applicants excluded, it says. Congress's motor mouth, Manishankar Iyer, targets the RSS, says that the Sangh Parivar is dividing India into tukde-tukde. Viewers, we start this bulletin with continued coverage of the Tunisia Sharma murder mystery. In the latest that we're picking up, members of Tunisha's family are now at the police station at Valiv outside Mumbai. This comes even as we are receiving new inputs about what Sheezan is saying to the police when they are speaking to him. There are a number of angles that have come to light in just the last 24 hours regarding him giving multiple statements that indicate the reason why Tunisia and Sheezan had broken up. One of the things that we're hearing is that Sheezan says that he broke up with Tunisia because there were a reason relating to his career. Right now, the family of Tunisia is at the police station. We've also heard that the police is currently digging into over 300 pages worth of WhatsApp chats between Tunisia and Sheezan. They're trying to find out what was the precise nature of their breakup. From what we are told, from what we gleaned after speaking to Tunisia Sharma's uncle just a short while ago, he said that Tunisha had accessed and read WhatsApp chats that involved Sheezan speaking to another person whom he was dating, quote-unquote, a secret girlfriend, is what is being alleged. So there are really a number of different layers to the Tunisha-Sheezan relationship that are now being looked into by the police. This is after she had been found dead on the set of her show. We have now a bite of a relative of Tunisha. Let's listen in to what they're saying.
एक बार मैं कोर्ट जाना चाहते हैं, उसके बाद ही देखते हैं कोर्ट क्या बोलती है और इन्वेस्टिगेशन में क्या निकल के आ रहा है, तो थोड़ा सा टाइम दीजिए।
पुलिस अपना जिस तरह से अब तक कार्रवाई कर रही है, कि आपको लगा पुलिस सही तरीके से कार्रवाई करी अब तक जो कार्रवाई की उन्होंने?
देखिए आज पता चल जाएगा कि वो लोग क्या अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन उन्होंने अब तक क्या की है, वो आज पता चल जाएगा, उसी से पता चलेगा।
जिस तरह से हमने देखा आरोपी ने लगभग 3 बार अपना 3 बार बयान बदला है। आज फिर एक बार वो कह रहा है कि उसने अपने कैरियर को देखते हुए ब्रेकअप किया, तो क्या कहीं ना कहीं आरोपी बार बार अपने बयान बदल?
कैरियर को ही देखना था तो फिर पहले उसको नहीं दिख रहा था क्या? जब उसने उसके साथ रिलेशनशिप बनाया तब उसको पता होना चाहिए ना, करियर तो तभी भी था। वो बार बार चीज़ें चेंज कर रहा है। कोर्ट में जो होता है देखिए वो देखेंगे।
लव जिहाद नजर आ रहा है आपको? लव जिहाद एंगल से पुलिस जांच करनी चाहिए?
कोर्ट के बाद ही कुछ कहूँ, पुलिस को हर एंगल से करनी चाहिए, लेकिन जो भी है कोर्ट के बाद ही हम लोग कुछ करते हैं।
So we just heard Pawan, who is a relative of Tunisia Sharma, and he clearly is disputing this claim by Sheezan that he broke up with Tunisha for the sake of his career. Now to tell us more about what Sheezan is telling the police and what the police have found out, we are joined by Alisha. Alisha, was it his career? Was it the fact that Tunisha found some chats of his? Are the police looking into these chats? What is currently the state of the probe? What are they investigating in the Tunisha death case?
Well, Ankit, we know that the police has been looking after each and every aspect of the case, and not only this, but the phone that has already been sent to the forensic lab, and it has also been said that there are some of the messages that have been deleted by Sheezan, which now the police has been trying to retrieve it. But most importantly, all eyes on the hearing where Sheezan will be produced before the court in Vasai, where the police is going to ask to extend the custody of Sheezan to the police custody, because there are some of the evidence that has been come across and the statement that he's been gathering until now. We know that more than 20 people's statement has already been recorded. Moreover, the police has also revealed that Sheezan has been constantly changing his statement. So which is why the police is going to ask for the further custody, the extension of custody of Sheezan to the police. But also we are seeing that Tanisha's maternal uncle, who is already been present in the court, so he's going to look after what exactly the proceeding that has been going to happen, and that is going to be commenced in the court, because here is the family of Tunisha, who has been constantly asking for the justice, specifically a very young age girl who was going ahead in her career, and she was also very much focused. But what has really distracted is the breakup that happened 15 days back ahead of before she committed suicide. And it is something, a matter of investigation, because we even know that police has been looking into the 15 minutes, the conversation that Tunisha and Sheezan they had together. But now where the Sheezan is already in the police custody, moreover is also being going to interrogated, and here will be the police officials who is going to ask for a further custody.
Absolutely. Alisha, stay with us. So they're going to ask for further custody of Sheezan. We also have Suesha joining us. And Suesha, just a short while ago, you had spoken to Tunisha's uncle. And Tunisha's uncle had made some startling revelations to you, including some chats of Sheezan that Tunisha may have seen. Can you tell us what he told you about the state of their relationship?
So basically, Ankit, what he had said was that Tunisha had read some chats on Sheezan's phone with another girl, and that really put her in a state of depression, because the family has been stating time and again that Sheezan was dating other girls while he was in a relationship with Tunisha. The mother has also been claiming that he was never serious about Tunisha. He tortured her in the relationship, he misguided her, and he was older than her, he should have had better sense. But another thing that he said was that Tunisha's mother had spoken with Sheezan also, that if you're not serious about the relationship, why did you bring Tunisha to this point? Why did you take her so far? Why have you been misguiding her all the way long that you are serious about her, whereas actually you're not? So this was the bone of contention between Sheezan and Tunisha, which was apparently another girl, allegedly a secret girl, who is also being probed by the Mumbai police because while they had questioned Sheezan, they are also looking into all the WhatsApp details, WhatsApp chats between Sheezan and Tunisha, which Sheezan has allegedly deleted. In this connection, the police will also write to WhatsApp to retrieve those chats, but Tunisha's phone was also locked. Because of that, they have to unlock her phone to retrieve all those chats, which amount to close to 250 to 300 pages, which the police will now look into to see the pattern of what was happening between them, of what was being discussed between them, of what was the point of difference, because Tunisha was very serious in the relationship is what the family is claiming, but he wasn't, so much so that the uncle had claimed that Tunisha's mother had spoken to Sheezan, which I already mentioned. Also, whatever were the family occasions in Sheezan's house, Tunisha was invited for every one of it. So when I also asked him that did Tunisha's family or anyone of you speak to Sheezan's family because they were present for the last rites of Tunisha yesterday, they said no, we are absolutely not talking to them, and this is a lie if the family claims that they did not know about the relationship or they were not close to Tunisha, because they used to invite her for any birthdays, any functions, any occasions. She was called for all of that. So all these details that the extended family is also now putting out to the police, which they say that whenever the police is calling them, questioning them, statements of up to 18 people have been recorded until now who are friends and family of Tunisha. Sheezan's family statement also has to be recorded, and Sheezan of course has been changing statements. So earlier he was stating that it was the difference in religions between the two that led him to the breakup, but now he's saying that it was his career that he wanted to focus on, which is why he broke up with her.
You know, on that same thought, from what you've been telling us about how the families seem to know each other, we also saw yesterday at the last rites of Tunisha, the mother of Sheezan also showing up. Now, from what the uncle has told us, Tunisha's mother had spoken to Sheezan. So, is there an element here of the families also being fully in the know of this relationship, and does that also complicate where this is going? What was the exact nature of this breakup? What are the various things the family members have been saying?
In fact, this was the very point, Ankit, that our colleague Sandeep also questioned Tunisha's uncle on, because he said that Sheezan has been claiming that both the families were aware of the relationship, and Tunisha's family was not in favor of it. So was Sheezan's family, and that was the very reason for the breakup. To which the uncle was quick to retort and say that that is not true, because Sheezan's family knew about the relationship. They were very welcoming of Tunisha. They would call Tunisha to all their family functions. She was a regular visitor at Sheezan's house. So the family has been claiming that they were very supportive of this relationship. This claim of Sheezan coming in that both families were not supportive and both families were objecting to the relationship is not true. In fact, that is the very problem that Tunisha's family has, that why was he misleading her all the way through if he wasn't serious about this relationship, if he didn't mean to fulfill his commitment, then he should not have misled her all the way through, so much so that she had an anxiety attack, which the family is claiming on the 16th. And Sheezan's mother had told Sheezan and her family, and his family, I beg your pardon, about it. To be precise, Sheezan's mother, that she has had a family attack. The doctor and those who were looking at Tunisha had informed the family that she was in a very bad shape. She was not in the right state of mind, and everyone was aware of it. Then why is it that the situation was not taken seriously until it led to Tunisha taking such a drastic step?
Right, absolutely. So clearly there are a number of different statements that Sheezan has made. The families are also talking. I thank Suesha and Alisha for sharing these details. We are tracking this closely. It's an ongoing story with a court hearing to come, viewers. Now, meanwhile, there is a big report that has been tabled by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India with regards to the NRC exercise that has been undertaken in Assam. Now, this is a decades-long exercise. They wanted to find out who are the real citizens of the country and who are those that have come in from foreign countries and settled in Assam. And according to the CAG, large-scale anomalies have been found in the process that led to the tabling of an NRC report in the year 2019. We've been told, of course, that we know that in that report, 1.9 million of 33 million applicants in the NRC had been left out because of claims over their suspicion statements. We also have a statement with, we have accessed, or a conversation we have had with the former state coordinator of the NRC, Hitesh Dev Sarma. This is in the context of the CAG report uncovering issues with regards to the software that was implemented and the cost overrun of this project. It apparently ballooned well outside what its cost was supposed to be. Let's listen in now to this conversation with the NRC coordinator at that time and try and find out whether or not there was a quote-unquote NRC scam that had taken place. Listen to this.
I worked as a state coordinator from December to 2019 to July 2022 when I retired. So, as in charge of the NRC, I knew what were the irregularities happened, this financial irregularity as well as the technical irregularity which led to inclusion of lakhs of foreigners in the NRC. So, within 2 months of my joining, actually I got to know everything, and I reported it to the government of Assam as well as the RGI. But somehow the government did not act on that. Ultimately, I had to file 2 FIRs with the police, one with the CID. That was on technical ground, how the names of foreigners were entered into the NRC. And the second one with the Anti-Corruption and Vigilance Department, where I mentioned all the irregularities, financial irregularities, and requested the police to take action accordingly. But unfortunately, both the registers, both the affairs are yet to be registered by the government.
What do you think? Why the FIRs have not yet been registered?
I cannot say on that because it's totally a government matter. Maybe some technical issues are there. And also, as the accused, Mr. Pratik Hazala, the then state coordinator, as he is an IAS officer, so there are some formalities that government should allow the police to initiate any inquiry. After that, only the police can act.
So, a very interesting statement there. You heard the former NRC coordinator, Hitesh Dev Sarma, who says that 2 months after he joined, he had flagged these irregularities, and now these irregularities are being also called out in the Comptroller and Auditor General report. Was there an NRC scam? Was there a cost overrun? Was there some kind of lapse in the software programming for this NRC? Let's listen in now to what a BJP voice had to say. This is Shiladitya Deb that we are listening to. Let's go ahead.
Comptroller and Auditor General of India, the CAG's report, the recent report on the NRC, has clearly mentioned that about 250 crore rupees has been siphoned off during the process of NRC updation in Assam. And in fact, for the last many years, while the NRC updation was going on, I have repeatedly mentioned that a lot of corrupt practices are taking place. There are a lot of anomalies taking place while the updation process is going on, because what we have noticed is that the people who were involved in the process were basically very low paid, because we know that the computer operators were supposed to be paid about 14,000 rupees as salary per month. They were working for mere 6,000 rupees. So why were they not paid properly? And therefore, who were the boys who were working? They were all the Bangladeshi Muslims. The Bangladeshi Muslim boys were doing the NRC process. And the agenda was very simple. They wanted to convert 80 lakhs Bangladeshi Muslims into Indian citizens. And they have succeeded in doing it. But this isn't it treachery? Isn't it a treason towards the country? The man behind the entire work was none other than an IS officer, Mr. Pratik Hajela. At the instance of the previous Congress government, he did this treachery and treason towards the country. And I believe today government should take a hard stand. He should be imprisoned. There should be an inquiry by the CBI, the ED and the NIA, and he should be imprisoned on because of his treachery and treason towards the country.
BJP voice Shiladitya Deb, and he is making very strong allegations. He is going so far as to call it treachery and treason. He says that Bangladeshi migrants were the ones who were operating the computers for the inputs of the NRC. Now, to understand exactly what went on, Anirudh is joining us. Anirudh, decades-long exercise, very controversial report, and now an even bigger controversy with this CAG report. What are these anomalies that are being spoken about? Tell us that first.
Yes, Ankit, if you look at the NRC, the objective of error-free NRC was never met. It was when the NRC, the draft, the final draft, the complete draft, you can say, was published. At that point in time, many eyebrows were raised because only approximately 19 lakh people out of 3.3 crore applicants were rejected, and people suspected that many suspected illegal immigrants actually made it into the NRC. So this NRC, many people across the state of Assam, including political parties, flagged the issue that this is not an error-free NRC, and that many people who are of suspected origin have already made it into this list. And now, after the CAG report, it is almost evident. However, let me take you back to the month of December 2019, when Hitesh Dev Sharma took over from Pratik Hajela as the NRC state coordinator. At that point in time, Hitesh Dev Sharma, soon after joining, raised the issue of data tracery as far as the NRC is concerned. He also raised that because of third-party involvement without the knowledge or without the approval of the Supreme Court, who was monitoring the entire process, many suspected individuals have made it to the final NRC or the complete NRC. The final NRC is yet to be published, so we can complete the complete draft, in fact. And he also raised the issue that financial irregularities of many crore have taken place. He had lodged 2 complaints, one with anti-corruption and vigilance and one with the CID. Both of them have not yet been registered for suspected reason, which he have openly said on record to Republic exclusively. In fact, is speaking to Republic Media Network, and this is for the first time that Hitesh Dev Sharma has spoken out on television. He otherwise have not yet given any interviews except that for one with Republic, which he has spoke to us at length on the various aspects of the NRC scam. In the recent CAG report, which was stably in the House of the Assam Legislative Assembly, there are many sensational facts, many figures which have been raised, Ankit, which needs a thorough investigation, and the CIC have also asked that responsibility should be fixed if the then NRC state coordinator Pratik Hajela is responsible for this financial irregularities which has taken place, Ankit.
Right. I mean, so clearly a contentious and touchy issue to begin with. And then on top of that, on top of this controversy, deep anomalies being flagged by the CAG, allegedly also being flagged to the state police, but no action being taken there. There are many layers to this, viewers. I thank Anirudh for sharing details on this. We are tracking this closely, a big controversy over the NRC. And now, viewers, let's listen in to what some of the top stories in the country are today. Let's start off with the former ICI CEO Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar, her husband, and Videocon co-founder Venugopal Dhoot were produced in the court. The CBI sought extension of custody for all three, and it was granted extension of custody till Thursday. In the Tunisia Sharma death case, the Valif police has recorded Zeeshan's interrogation on camera and is now set to seek 4 days of custody for further interrogation in a hearing that is set to take place in a few hours. The Valif police is investigating chats between Tunisha and Sheezan. The chats run into 250 to 300 pages, and the police is looking for the reason for the breakup between the two. The WhatsApp chats with a purported secret girlfriend of Sheezan has been deleted. The police will write a letter to WhatsApp to retrieve this chat as well. Now, the accused Sheezan Khan seems to be changing his statements during the police interrogation. He said that his career was the reason for the breakup. Earlier, he had said that religion and age difference was the main reason. Now, after equating Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram earlier, Congress leader Salman Khurshid is now trying to justify his statement, saying what he meant was that Rahul Gandhi is walking on the path of Lord Ram.
नहीं, राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राम राहुल गांधी नहीं है, राहुल गांधी राम नहीं है, लेकिन राहुल गांधी राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं और हम राम के दिखाए रास्ते पे चल सकते हैं। वो ये कह रहे हैं कि आपको चलने का अधिकार नहीं है, सिर्फ हम ही चलेंगे, और वो अगर राम के रास्ते पे चलते तो हमें कोई आपत्ति ना होती। वो भगवान राम के रास्ते पे नहीं चल रहे हैं, रावण के रास्ते पे चल रहे हैं, इसलिए हमें आपत्ति है।
A Republic confronted Congress leader Salman Khurshid, who had equated Rahul Gandhi with Lord Ram. He walked away from the Republic cameras, unwilling to answer.
खुर्शीद साहब, नई कंट्रोवर्सी है भगवान राम से कंपेयर करने के लिए। खुर्शीद साहब, जवाब तो देखिए, ये जनता जवाब मांगते हैं। खुर्शीद साहब,
मैं आपसे जवाब मांगता हूँ सर, आप पढ़ के नहीं आते।
आप भगवान राम से
आप सुन लीजिए, आप सुन लीजिए, उनके पदचिन्हों पे ना चलें। आप बोल दो कि भगवान
आपने पहले कहा, फिर उसके बाद आप डिनाइल दे रहे हैं।
नहीं, डिनाइल भैया, मैं डिनाइल नहीं दे रहा हूँ। मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि आप झूठ बोलते हैं सर। आप झूठ बोलते हैं, इतने लोगों के सामने कह रहा हूँ।
आपने जो बोला, मैं तो सिर्फ उस पर
साइलेंस, थैंक यू, मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला।
मैं सिर्फ आपसे
नहीं।
Congress leader Manishankar Iyer is back. He has made another contentious statement saying that it is the Sangh Parivar that is responsible for tukde in the country, whereas it's the Congress that's trying to patch the country together.
नहीं, टी शर्ट की बात ही नहीं, वो तो जूतों की बात भी कहते हैं और दाढ़ी की बात भी कहते हैं। उनके पास और कुछ नहीं है क्या कहने का। कि फिलहाल तो हम भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में लगे हुए हैं। ये यात्रा ख़त्म होने के बाद, श्रीनगर पहुंचने के बाद, तब राजनीति का सवाल शुरू होगा और आप देखेंगे कि 2023 के दौरान राजनीतिक गर्मी बढ़ती जाएगी।
Day after JP Nadda said that Rahul Gandhi's great-grandfather was instrumental in bringing Article 370, giving special provisions to Jammu and Kashmir, the Congress has countered. Now it blames Sardar Patel and Syama Prasad Mukherjee for Article 370. And viewers, we have a number of stories coming up in the Videocon ICICI loan fraud case. The Kochhars and Venugopal Dhoot's custody has been extended till Thursday. More details on that coming up. And there are fresh protests in the disputed areas of Maharashtra and Karnataka as the border dispute and the versus resolution battle between the governments escalates. More details coming up in just a few seconds. Stay with us.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 10th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Ladies and gentlemen, you expected the puzzle, but for law enforcement, this is not a game.
Explain it to us, detective.
Everyone is in danger.
All right, when's the murder mystery start?
You know it's only a drill, and yet you train like it is the real thing. Because one day, at a second's notice, it will be. One day, you'll come together as an invincible team. And every second you save will be a life saved. The Indian Air Force is looking for an exceptional team. A team that is truly a cut above.
Join the Indian Air Force to be a cut above.
The encounter has finished and now the cleansing operation is on. The security forces are trying to ensure that this operation is concluded at an earliest. We are getting to know the number possibly could go up as well. The final searches are on by the security forces so as to ensure that everything goes well and smooth.
Good afternoon and thank you for tuning in. You're watching the news at 2:30. I'm Suesha Sound. We get you details in the Tunisia death case. Also, custody for the Kochhars and Venugopal Dhoot has been extended until tomorrow. What really is now going to be the next step for the CBI? That and much more in this edition. First, a quick check of the headlines we're tracking. Court extends CBI custody of former Kochhars and Videocon co-founder Dhoot till Thursday. Speaking to Republic, Tunisha's uncle makes big claims. He says that Tunisha had read chats on Sheezan's phone with another girl that led to the breakup. Education Minister announces corrected version of Indian history to be taught from the 26th of January. Fresh protests in disputed areas as Maharashtra-Karnataka border issue escalates. In Assam, CAG flags large-scale anomalies in NRC report. Over 19 lakh applicants excluded. Congress's motor mouth Manishankar Iyer targets the RSS, says Sangh Parivar is the real Tukre Tukre gang. And we cut across to breaking news coming in. Loaded RPG is lying at an isolated area in Taran and the area was earlier cordoned by the police. The Punjab police has now recovered a loaded RPG and arrested 3 in this case. Busted sub-module that was reportedly handled by Philippines-based Yavinder Singh on the instructions of Canada-based terrorist Lunda. As we stay with these pictures, I want to cut across to my colleague Amandeep, who's joining us live with more details on the same. Amandeep, what more do we know?
Well, Svecha, latest on this is that bomb detect and defusal teams have reached at the spot, and in fact they are trying to defuse this loaded RPG. Just because this RPG was recovered yesterday by the Taran police after Saryali police station attack, the interrogation of the certain accused revealed that there are other RPGs. They are still lying in the Indian territory that was smuggled from the Pakistan, and in fact planning to another terror attack in Punjab. And in fact on the line of interrogation, the police have searched out the area in the Kidiya village in Taran and recovered this loaded RPGs that is all set to be used for the attack in Taran itself as well. And in fact that loaded RPG remained in the Kidiya village, and the entire area was cordoned by the local police. And in fact today they are just going to defuse that RPG, just because this is a Swesha single time use. The RPG launcher is always remain for the single time use, and in fact this was completely loaded with the grenade also, and now the teams are into the exercise to defuse this, just because certain on ground